All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the back of two painful and sad failures, we're going to go ahead and reset. It's going to happen, guys. We're going to get a good one. We're going to get a good one and at least get an actual series out of here. But, I mean, what more could we have expected when I haven't played this in forever? Like, I kind of thought this was coming. All right. So, it's looking like we have we do have sensor again, which is good, but we don't have stealth, and I think that's going to kind of screw us. But, okay, so we have Nidhogg, we have Mirage, and we have Monk bringing up the rear. Monk has only got 70 HP. I'm not a big fan of that, but our go-to Nidhogg is going to have 130, which is good. I think I might... Maybe we can use him as the trapper, like, if it comes down to it. But, as with last time, guys, I need you guys to let me know who you think is going to be the MVP here. Now, someone brought up a good point in the first video. None of these drones have, like, 4 slots. So, it is kind of early to decide who's going to be an MVP, but it still could happen. But we're gonna stick with the setups here for now. So what have we got? We've got a government B with 1 infestation type. I'm just gonna go ahead and look over. A field depot, or depot D, meaning a very small field depot, but we don't know what the infestation types are there. I'm gonna assume because it's the first system that it's probably 1, but you never know. It could be 2 because we got government A, a decently large ship here with 2 infestation types. It's only the scrap capacity is only 35 on a government A. Salvage C and Muteki A. So the salvage seems to have the highest scrap capacity, but it's a C, so it's small. So I doubt that it's going to have decent ship modules. Once again, we're on the Justice Rider with a medical B. Is there anywhere that'll show me what my scrap capacity is? Because I do not remember. Scrap max is 50. I think you always start with a scrap max of 50. All right, well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into the big mitt. Government B with 1 infestation type. Let's check it out. Our module setup is not ideal starting off here, but I think it could be a whole lot worse. So let's get out there. All right, we've got a relatively easy on the eye. Oh, well, hello, target. How are you, sir? We'll take a look at you in a second here. I want to get the lay of the land on the 2. Oh, and we got some fuel right there. We may be starting out pretty good depending on what modules target has on him at the moment. So let's get this fuel. Now, because we are resetting instead of clearing data, it's anyone's guess what the first infestation type could be. You know what I mean? Mirage needs to gen. So, like, I believe if you reset data, you get the quote-unquote easy starting system. I'm going to have to take that for now. And then let's get... Alright, so we've got Nidhogg, Mirage, and Monk. Monk is the tow guy. So Monk's going to have to tow him onto the ship for now. We're going to get over here. Alright, let's get all this. So being as that we did not clear save data, what that means is that even though it's the first system and it might be relatively easy, I think that means that any of the infestation types could be that 1 infestation. Alright. First of all, we're going to sensor here. I'm going to close D11 and I'm going to motion. Alright. So at least we know that that room on the other side of D6 is good. and we know that the room on the other side of D13 is not. So let's open up D6, take a look. Alright, I got vents. So we don't know what the infestation type is. It could be the swarm, so I put that sensor down in R4 in case it spawns there. If it spawns there, that sensor will go off and we'll know that swarm is the deal. Unfortunately, guys, we don't have a safe way to check these rooms. I'm going to motion one more time. And then I'm going to... What? What was that? Oh, there's an opening somewhere, and it's moving back and forth. So then I want to check D10 when it moves back in. Okay, that's where it is. Okay, so it's moving back and forth between those two. That's good to know. So if I could drop a sensor in 5, I'd have to be quick. Oh, I can't open... See, the problem is I can't close D7. I could trap him in room 5, but I can't do it. So we're going to have to be a little careful. I want to go up here and I want to motion to see if... Oh, I have to spell motion correctly. Alright, it's inconclusive. That sucks. Alright. Well, this could go very, very poorly, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to try D4. Okay, we've got power here. That's good. That is actually good. Let's see what we can do with that power. So we know it's not goo. We know it's not goo because it's moving. So let's go ahead and generate here. What did that do for me? That did not power what I wanted it to power. Now the problem here is that I want to check R8, but I can't close D11. I could close D4, but then that would cut off Mirage from any escape if something bad happened over there. Now, Monk does have traps. Alright, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see if we can trap that moving infestation. Okay. Close D4. Go over here, and I'm going to motion because we know that R6 is not inconclusive. We'll always know that the enemy is there. So this is what we're going to do. Close D11. This is going to be risky as fuck, guys. All right. All right, let's see how this goes. I don't remember how to trigger the trap. Is it detonate? Let's try that as soon as he gets back over there. That it doesn't auto fill it, so it might not be it. I might have to look it up on the help screen in a second here. But we're gonna wait until he gets back over there. Okay. Let's see. Destruct is not good. Can I... Trap boom. Okay. Alright, that may not have killed it. So we're going to wait. See if it moves back into R6. It looks like we might be fine. Alright. Get your ass back over there. We're going to give it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Before we move. Close D11 for safety. I think we might be good. So I'm going to open D10. I'm going to be bold. And open D10 and check it out. Alright. It was... That's good. You can get it, buddy. It was a sentry bot. There's more power there. There is so much power in this tiny ship. Alright. So now what I can do... See, I can't trap R2 because it might blow up the generator there. So I do need to move or Mirage back into R7 and power it there. Although if I power it in 5, it might open up a lot of those. So let's open D11 and D10. Nav 2 into R5. You can do it, Mirage. You got this, buddy. I'll just manually do it then. Okay, that didn't give me what I wanted. Let's gen here then. See what this one does. That one also didn't give me what I wanted. What I wanted was D10, D3, and D4. So let's go back to room 7. See if we can do it that way. We know what the infestation type is now. That's good. Nidhogg, please. Please, sir. You're being very rude. So we have no more use for room 6 and room 5. Open room 4. Get this guy back over to room 7. We're gonna have to be creative here. Yeah, see, that's a problem. That is a problem. Here, we'll motion from this room over here just to see. Okay, well, we know room 9 is fine. So, that at least fixes that. Okay, so because room 10 is so small, I doubt there's an enemy in it. But if there is, it's going to see me instantly. I also kind of doubt there's any scrap in it. But if there's an enemy in it, it's going to see us instantly because the room is so small. So, okay. The good news is it would have been a sentry bot, and it would not have been anywhere near a one-hit kill because they don't do very much damage. I need to get into room 8. I need to get into room 8. Now what I can do is close A1 for safety, and we can try and get in. Because it's a sentry bot, I should be able to do it fast enough. I'm going to close D4 for Mirage's safety as well. And if there's anything in room 8, we can try and bomb it, since we won't need the power in room 2 anymore. So here we go. Nope, looks like we're clear. And we are 100% done with this place. So D4, A1, get everybody back on the ship. Could have been a whole lot worse than it was. I think the sentry bot and possibly the goo and the drone swarm. I think the leaper is the only one that won't die in one trap. But let's get out of here. So we got ourselves a new drone. Let's take a look at him. Alright, I don't think that I have the scrap to repair him at the moment. Yeah, I've only got 8. So he's going to stay in reserve for now until we have a decent amount of scrap. Could increase Nidhogg's max speed, but that would be a lot of scrap. We'll hold off on that for a second. But now we have to figure out where the hell we want to go. In the interest of it looks like we can get into all of these as well. So we can clear this whole area as long as we have the jump fuel for it. I think this is gonna see. I could probably, depending on how the fuel finding goes, I could probably get to this one, then swing over to this one. Because it'd take 3 to get here. Then I'll have 3 left. Swing over to this one. I'll have 1 left, and I'll have to hope that I find some fuel to get to one of these other 2. But we're not going to be able to do everything. Unfortunately, with the government A, I'm not going to have time to do government A in this video. So I think we might swing over to the salvage C here. And then from there, go up to the government A, down to Totara, and then bounce out the system. Because it takes 3 to get to either of these. So we're going to swing down here and get this one done, guys. Let's get in there. 1 infestation type. Okay. Now this is a problem. Because there's a lot of fuel, or there's a lot of scrap and fuel in there, but there's also a vent. And it is 1 infestation type. Alright, Nidhogg, be nice. Raj, you're gonna have to, yeah, this is some tight quarters here. Alright, we got a busted drone. We're getting lucky with the busted drones. Who is that? Halcyon. Also, what looks like an empty ship upgrade? No, it's transporter. And it's firmly installed. Which means that if I want that to be able to do the ground... Oh, interface. Okay, alright, here's the deal. That sound, I hear that. I hear that sound. We're going to go back onto the ship, and we're going to put... fuck. Alright, first we're going to censor here. So we don't know what it is. Do we have an interface anywhere? We sure do. Alright. I'm going to give motion to Monk. We're going to take that interface. Okay, now I'm going to take Mirage because we can sell that second toe. And we're going to take that toe. Now, what are we looking at? Okay, no fuel in here, so I could safely gather all. Again, I don't know if that's still a thing, but it used to be a thing. Where if you tried to gather all with fuel in the room, it would go gather the fuel, and then from then to the rest of the time on that ship, you would not be able to gather all. Oh, I gotta power this. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Alright, I am fairly certain that whatever room that is with the scrap right in the middle is going to be clear. And I can use that as my staging area. So let's what were the other things? Interface list. Oh, that just shows you. Yeah, what does interface list do again? Oh, that just tells you what's on it. Okay. All right, here we go. Excellent. Oh, not Gath. Not Gath, Gav. Okay, so from here, I kind of want the motion sensor back. So we're gonna use all of our drones this time around. So I want a motion here. Okay, room 5 is evil. That is good to know. And then I'm gonna go into that tiny ass room in motion there. Oh, there's scrap right behind Mirage. Okay, so at least we know 2 is fine, so I can get in there and drop a sensor. Let's leave Monk. Oh, we haven't gathered anything here. I thought I gathered all here. Alright. So I can get into room 2, no problem. That is D10. Drop a sensor. Gather that. That was 1 propulsion, so that allows us to get to a 3rd ship in this system. So we're getting a decent amount of scrap now. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. And that is an airlock there, so we've only got what looks like possibly 2 more rooms. So let's get you in here. And they're both inconclusive. Alright, but now we can use room 2 as a staging area. So we'll get Monk back on the ship. We'll close D11, close D10, and we'll start looking. Try D15 first. Okay, it's just powered. There's a lot of power on this ship. Only 1 ship upgrade, but it does have a transporter. I don't think I want to grab... I don't want to commandeer the ship, though, because it's got a lower scrap maximum and only 1, like, ship module. Alright. I have a bad feeling about this one. But we're fine. Alright, cool. So, the only unexplored room is the one with the bad guy in it. There's really nothing I can do about that at this point. Because well, maybe. It's possibly something that we can do. Can I drop a sensor in here, or is it too small? No, okay. Alright, alright. You may be wondering what the hell I'm doing. But I have a plan. That is a cabinet or something. So we're going to get Nidhogg back in here. We're going to get Mirage in there. Okay. I actually don't know if this will work now. What I want to do is get him stuck. Oh, no, this totally will work because we don't need to get in any of those other rooms. So we're going to open D13. We're going to let that asshole out. And he'll just go between room 4 and room 2. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with all of the noise that they'll be making. Oh no, because he's going to break them. That's fine. Alright. Can you squeak through? Okay. And we've got no scrap. He's killing that one. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. I would just use the end command, but that narrow corridor kind of makes that difficult. Now, we could be vindictive. Let's be vindictive. Could we be vindictive? Yeah, let's close D17. Open D13. Okay, now I've made this mistake before, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just bear with me here. I'm making sure that this will not screw me over in any way. Okay? If I open A3, room 5, room 4, and room 2 will all be exposed to the outside. There is absolutely no way that it will bite me in the ass. Just to be sure, I'm going to quick get on that goddamn ship and close that. I just want to make sure that this asshole gets what's coming to him. Alright. Out this piece. We're leaving this guy to drift forever. Alright, 14 scrap is super good. Also an interface, super good. That'll help a lot, hopefully. And a P-fuel. That extra tow is whatever, but we're doing alright. We're doing alright, and this is loads better than the last setup where we had kind of the same the ill-fated one after the second run in yesterday's episode. Well, not yesterday's episode, but the second episode. But I'm gonna leave it here, and we're gonna continue this a little bit later. I think we're doing all right. I think this one has potential. We just got to get lucky with some modules. Anyway, you guys take it easy. I'll see you next time.